Some hours don't feel like time. They feel like a memory remembering itself. This is Thoughts at 3 a.m., where silence grows a voice and shadows seem to listen. What returns to you when everything else leaves? Who do you think of when the world forgets to look? Is it regret, love, fear, or something unnamed that knocks gently in your chest? Why does the mind speak so clearly when the body begs for rest? And what if the quiet isn't empty, but full of those watching with us? Picture this. You wake suddenly. No sound, no reason. The digital clock glows 3:01 a.m. Your breath feels louder than usual, like you've interrupted something unseen. The curtain sways, though the window is closed. You reach for your phone. No signal, just static. And then something shifts. Not fear, not threat, but a soft presence. As if someone is standing at the foot of your bed, not malevolent, just watching, like they've been waiting. A shadow in the corner seems thicker than it should be. You blink and it's gone, but the air still holds its shape. You remember a loved one who passed years ago. You almost whisper their name, almost, because some part of you believes they might answer. Why is it that the deepest parts of us come alive in darkness? Why do our unspoken feelings dress themselves in silence and walk the halls at night? We pretend we don't feel watched. We pretend we aren't waiting for something we can't name, but maybe we are. Maybe the soul gets restless at 3 a.m. because it senses a veil growing thinner, and maybe our quiet ache is a door opening in both directions. Streetlights hum like lullabies. A moth taps faintly against the glass. The floor beneath you holds stories from before you were born. Every object in the room feels like it remembers something, even you. Let's drift beneath the surface, where silence and story touch. At 3 a.m., the mind loosens its grip. Thoughts stop performing, they return to their raw form, half memories, emotional static, a voice you haven't heard since childhood, a face that lingers with no name. We call it restlessness, but it might be remembering, not just of things you lived, but of moments that passed near you, like dreams that weren't yours, but still left an imprint. In that quiet, something opens. You feel watched, but not with eyes. You feel remembered by the night itself. Some call it paranormal, but what if it's not about ghosts? What if it's about grief? What if the house creaks not because it's haunted, but because it's holding too many stories? We spend our days closing doors, containing feelings, locking thoughts behind habits and tasks. But at 3 a.m., those doors unlock without asking. And what comes through isn't always frightening. Sometimes it's just a version of you, the one who needed to be felt, not fixed. So when you lie awake feeling unsettled or strange, perhaps you're not broken, perhaps you're becoming clear. One night I woke at 3:04 a.m., heart racing for no reason. I didn't reach for my phone, I just lay there, and I realized something. It wasn't panic, it was recognition, like something I forgot I was searching for had finally arrived. Not a ghost, not a fear, just a feeling I couldn't name. It sat with me in the dark, and for the first time in a long while, I didn't feel alone in my own mind. The universe has no clocks, but somehow, 3 a.m. always feels cosmic. Not morning, not night, just a portal. If you find yourself awake when you shouldn't be, perhaps you're not meant to sleep. Perhaps you're meant to feel, to listen, to remember that even silence has company.
Drift with us again sometime. There's still so much night left to explore.